This portion of the news brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
The Immigration Department continues to grapple with a number of challenges, including an influx of sex workers out of South America.
Acting Director of Immigration William Pratt says the sex workers usually pretend to be visitors.
Back in the 80s, I think they had a direct flight. Equatoriana, I believe, was the flight. They used to fly directly from South America here. So once they can get a direct route, it's easier because most of these persons do not have visas to go through the United States. So once they can, come to the Bahamas on a direct flight, they will take the direct route. And when Cubano first started, they utilized that route. Now they're utilizing the Copa airline route.
Meantime, Pratt says the Immigration Department has put measures in place to address the issue.
Most of the time they overstay. When we arrest them or apprehend them, they have overstayed because we have initiated a process to minimize their entry time, land them for short periods. The officers have to make a balance as to between whether this person is a genuine visitor or they coming to do something other. And so in most instances the officers will give them the benefit of the doubt because when they present themselves to the immigration officers at the port of entry, they do have a round-trip ticket, they have their hotel reservations.
Now, once sex workers are caught, Pratt says they are placed on a restricted list, which prevents them from entering the country easily.
Well, it's the third day of the new school year, and several organizations chipped in last week to assist students prepare for their return to the classroom. Among them, the Shell Saxon Superstars. The very popular and my favorite Junkanoo group held its first back-to-school extravaganza this past Saturday in Mason's Addition, and the community came out in large numbers to support. It was truly Saxon's Day as children of the Mason's Addition community took advantage of the Shell Saxon Superstars' first back-to-school extravaganza. They all enjoyed the bouncing castle and playground rides at the park. But what was even more special was the donation of several computers to enhance their learning this new academic year.
Basically, we were able to, with the help of some corporate entities, obtain 10 computer systems that we were able to give away to the students, as well as we were able to give away over 800 items of hot dogs and hamburgers, and inclusive of about 400 packets of school supplies, including books, rulers, pens, pencils, the backpacks, etc.
Things like this we need to do in our community, and our groupers came together to help our community and reward our young kids.
The Saxons also ensured that the students were well groomed, as many of the young boys got their hair cut while the girls were happy to get their hair braided. Saxons executives Toby Austin and Percy Vola Francis maintain it's all about giving back to the community.
In the Mason Addition area, the shacks are open now, so the young kids, they come around and they help us out free of charge. So we think it's important just to take this time out to give back to the kids of our community.
These children are going to be the future leaders of this organization. They're also going to be the future leaders of this country. And so it's important for us to give back to them and to ensure that their welfare and their growth and their development. Say what you want to say about Mason's Addition. Mason's Addition is far more than what people perceive it to be.
Now, the Saxons partnered with Zion Baptist Church and the Bahamas Dental Association to stage this first of many back-to-school events. Dr. Emmanuel Francis noted this initiative coincides with the Dental Association's community outreach program.
We had a rush to brush extravaganza last year where we get the kids excited about dental health, and we show them how you can use Junkanoo as a magnet to draw people in, and once we get them in, then we can deal with the educational aspects of it and teach them about proper oral health.
Also to come in sports, highlights from the NPSA action last night.
And in Family Island news, find out the plea from the Commissioner of Police. You're watching The Bahamas Tonight.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
This is your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm Andrew Knowles. The Bahamas-China Friendship Association is strengthening trade and business ties with Chinese officials. During a recent trip to several cities in that country, executives of BCFA met and held discussions with the leaders of the China Council for the Promotion of International Trade, including Vice Chair Mr. Yu Ping. BCFA President Philip Simon tells us that the official meeting with the Vice Chair and his team was significant and has the potential to provide import-export opportunities for both countries. Leading Bahamas real estate broker H.D. Christie has been awarded an exclusive listing agreement with New Providence Development Company, the largest land developer in the Bahamas. H.D. will represent prime commercial and residential real estate on Western New Providence for NDP Co. H.D. Christie Vice President and Managing Director John Christie says that with the huge investments that have been made on the western end of the island, from Lyford Key, Old Fort Bay, Albany, and Bahamar, the type of commercial and residential offerings represented in this agreement is a necessity to service the growth. An AM Best ratings company has revised the outlook of Kalina Insurance to stable from negative and affirmed the company's financial strength and issuer credit rating of A-. AM Best says the rating affirmations for Kalina reflects its leading position in the life health market in the Bahamas. The ratings company says a life health market leader, Kalina has maintained its competitive advantages within the Bahamas. The revised outlook reflects the company's return to what AM Best considers a normalized earnings profile with the expectation of more consistent operating results moving forward. That's a look at your Royal Fidelity Business News. Once again, I'm Andrew Knowles.